Hello, and I want to welcome you to another video. And on this video, we're going to be doing a top 10 facts about the Dragon's Den series, specifically the UK version. Now, a lot of these facts were learnt by interviewing people that were actually on the Dragon's Den and just doing some more research on companies after their appearances on the Dragon's Den, which is how these facts how we came by these facts. Now, the reason I like doing videos around the Dragon's Den is it obviously introduces a lot of people into the business world, all right? And the Dragon's Den has to be, very entertaining to actually keep the viewership. But where I hope to fill the gap in with these videos is that type of nitty gritty business stuff that you wouldn't be exposed to just by watching the episodes of Dragon's Den. The stuff that is, not that entertaining. So I hope to fill in that void and give you guys deeper insight on what goes behind these episodes in the Dragon's Den and what goes on behind the production. Hopefully in a somewhat entertaining way. Now that will be for you guys to decide. So I'm especially interested in fact number 3, which you'll find out. Something that I believe a lot of people wouldn't actually know if they didn't watch this episode or the episode I had on Van de Sant. But without further ado, let's jump into the top 10 facts, run through each one, and there's also some bonus facts. So now we're coming on to fact number 10, which is the full length of negotiations between the entrepreneurs and the dragons, even though it is recorded, is not aired. It's cut for entertainment purposes. Some people believe it's cut because of privacy concerns about business secrets, but it's not. The dragons know going into the episodes, the entrepreneurs know going into the episodes that everything they say can be aired. Now, we have a quote from Piers Laney in the Real Business magazine that says that he quotes, "If it's interesting, we will grill them for 2 or more hours because it's your money, it's reality, and you're not just going to fitter it away. You want to make good investments." So we also seen this in Van de Sant's episode that we covered, which is that he was stumbling a lot and he had a bit of miscommunications between the dragons, which is important to note that if you're wondering why a dragon made a certain investment or a certain offer, it's a lot of information was exchanged that you cannot see. So that's one important note. And we also seen that with Van de Sant when he was speaking about how much capital he had in the bank, which wasn't actually true. He actually told them that off air or like on the parts that were cut from the video. It's also a nice transition into fact number 9, which is that it's as serious as an angel investment. So it's a real angel investment. Dragons don't actually know anything about the company when the entrepreneurs walk in. They have no idea. The production team completely hides that, hides the businesses that are coming on, basically. And that there is, accountants, lawyers, and other financial advisors, perhaps, that are involved in the process of actually finalizing the deal. So, generally speaking, once the dragon says to the entrepreneur, yes, they shake hands, everyone's smiling, whatever, I want to give you money. They don't just hand them the cash that's on the table. That's all just for entertainment purposes. You would have accountants and lawyers that would do due diligence on the company that they're investing in. And you would also have some type of letter of intent, which is a pre-contractual document that sets forth the basic terms upon which parties intend to enter into a binding, definite agreement. So basically what that means is the dragons do not have to go through with their investment. All right, they showed intent to, but they don't have to go through with it. If the due diligence doesn't add up or some of the negotiations on the after show don't add up for the dragons, they can pull out without any contractual obligations to actually give them the money. So that's fact number 9. Fact number 8 is actually about the entrepreneurs coming onto the show. The way it's set up is that the dragons and the entrepreneurs never meet, and the entrepreneurs don't know the outcomes of the other guys. So for example, you'll have at the start of each episode, you'll have 4 or 5 entrepreneurs in the green room that are, practicing their pitch, setting up their showcase or their panel, whatever they are showing the dragons, but they don't actually get to know the results of other people after the den. So they don't know if somebody got the investment or if they were running out of tears. That's some examples. And we can actually see that there's we can hear that from one of the entrepreneurs that was on the show, how stressful it was in that picture of the green room, looking at other people around you and all of you guys feeling that tense. So that's that. Another thing that we got told, which is not a fact on this, is that all the entrepreneurs going onto the show get a goodie bag and a tour of the Dragon's Den Museum before they go onto the pitch to kind of chill them out for the actual show. So, going on to number 7, which is back about the dragons. The youngest dragon on Dragon's Den is only 28 years old, and his name is Stephen Burlett. He was famous, well, he got famous, popular by creating a company called Social Chain with his partner in 2008, and he merged with a German company. Him and his partner merged with a German company and was listed publicly for 200 million, but it actually hit a peak valuation of 600 million. Now, we're actually going to make a full episode on each dragon, and we'll definitely make an episode on him because he's very interesting, being so young and so successful. But there is some controversy around him that you can kind of dive into the wiki page or wait for the episode to come out. And it's that, maybe he wasn't actually worth as much as he claimed to be. But nevertheless, he is still the youngest dragon on the show at only 28 years old, which is impressive. Coming on to number 6. Fact number 6, which is more about the amount invested. And it's about the most common figure invested in businesses on the Dragon's Den show, which is £100,000. Lowest being was 35,000 and the highest being 250,000, which we will make an episode on shortly as well. But it's good to note, what's the averages that are invested into, as there are different companies and investors targeting different sizes of businesses. Some target pre-seed, there's seed, but €100,000 is somewhat of a small business investment. All right, so that's that. The most common equity given is 40%, while the highest is 79%. That's a big chunk of someone's business. And that is RKA Records, a music labeling company, which we'll also have an episode of. Coming on to fact number 4. Is what is the most amount of investments made in one season? And it actually goes to Tej Lavani, which made 12 investments in one season. He must have had some serious pocket change lying around, or he was trying to build a very strong portfolio. But going on to fact number 3 is that one of the most important facts that people probably don't know unless they, watch some after-view interviews with entrepreneurs or watch their Van D Sant episode, which is a lot of the deals fall through after they are aired on Dragon's Den. So it's not binding like we spoke about in fact number 8. After they shake hands or whatever, sometimes they don't see that money, and sometimes the dragon doesn't actually end up investing, taking equity in that company. And we have a study from Tiger Mobiles that showed out of 143 successful pitches, meaning one of the dragons offered the money, only 76 of them actually went through. So just about half, let's say, of the investments on the show actually came true, seen money swap, seen equity swap between the dragon and the investment. Kelly Hopkin, who was a dragon from 2013 to 2015, claimed that the main reason came down to dragons having to make a decision to invest in only an hour or two, which meant that vital details were sometimes missed. And not only did they have an hour or two to discuss, you guys only see 15 minutes of that, right? So it's why it's important, I believe, to make these, after episode reviews so that you guys can get a deeper understanding on the business side, technical business side of the Dragon's Den. Coming on. So let's talk about fact number 2, which is who made the most amount of offers on successful pitches. Well, that goes to our good old Peter Jones, who is a dragon who's been around for the longest on the Dragon's Den series, and I believe he's been in pretty much every season since the start. And he made 54 offers out of 143 businesses who successfully pitched their ideas to the dragons. Now, we're going to have another episode on Peter Jones, so stick around for that. But he is definitely the staple of the Dragon's Den show, just due to him being around for so long on the show as well. But now let's go on to fact number 1. which is what is the highest number of successful business deals overall. And it actually surprisingly goes to Deborah Meaden with 84 and counting. This means that deals were actually materialized, as we spoke about in fact number 3, which is a lot of the deals fall true. So we're going to talk a little bit more about who made the most deals and stuff like that. I have some stats, figures, but I'm going to talk a little bit more of that on the bonus facts. Some of the bonus facts that I found interesting were that entrepreneurs can actually be approached by the Dragon's Den rather than the entrepreneurs having to go through Dragon's Den website to submit their ideas. And funnily enough, even though we got a lot of top comment winners about Jenny and her never investing, just there for free water and stuff like that, she's actually not the lowest Dragon in terms of investment per episodes, which is interesting to know. Right? Maybe we can pin a few comments that are making jokes about Jenny and give them some real facts. But there's also an Irish version of the Dragon's Den, and there is a German version, and there is actually a spin-off in America that's rebranded to Shark Tank. I'm not sure if they're affiliated, but they definitely have the same concept. So that's 10 interesting facts and some bonus facts that you guys will probably find interesting about the Dragon's Den. And we're making a very cool video on WorkKP, which was the highest amount in terms of equity given on the Dragon's Den show. And we'll also have a episode about Peter Jones. So if you guys are looking to make, if you guys are even interested in this, I'm guessing you guys are interested in business and you might be looking to create your business in England or UK. Now, we have a free educational course on education.cryt.ie on how you can do that, and specific materials in terms of financial grants, financial aid, loans, and how to actually do your taxes, how to actually set the business up, some marketing material. There's a lot in there, and it's specific to the UK and to Ireland. And I'm going to leave a link to that in the description so you guys can have a look. And until then, until our next episode, I hope you guys like, subscribe, and we'll see you soon.